In some instances, it may be necessary to rewire conduit for safety reasons. In these cases, it is advisable to carefully plan the conduit rewiring and select the appropriate size for the wires. The size should allow for the required number and diameter of wires. Failure to consider this factor could lead to excessive strain on the cable and damage its insulation. Here are a few useful tips to help you with conduit rewiring. The first thing to do is to locate the electrical conduit that needs rewiring. Generally, a two-man crew works on this job. One electrician feeds the wires into the conduit, while the other pulls them through. The conductors need to be in the same relative position in the conduit to prevent damage to the insulation. During the wiring process, lubricant should be applied to the wires and blown into the conduit. In some cases, intricate runs of conduit require additional splicing and can take several days. For a more thorough conduit rewiring, use copper earthing clips. This is a device that is fixed over the conduit pipe and contains a small piece of wire that acts as an earth. When rewiring conduit, make sure to adhere to the manufacturer's instructions and be certain to test the conduit before proceeding with the job. Then, you can move on to other parts of the home. Another advantage of conduit is that you can use any color of wire that you wish. This is especially helpful if you have different colored walls and ceilings. This makes it much easier to find faults, as conduit is often concealed underneath plasters and other surfaces. You can even choose a color-coded system, where only 2 yellow wires are considered hot, eliminating the white wire. When you do this, you won't have to worry about electric shock. Installing conduit can be a tricky task. It's best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you. The process of rewiring conduit is quite simple, but it requires some knowledge and expertise. If you are unsure about the procedure, check with an electrician and local building codes. You should be able to see the wiring before and after installation. The electrician should be able to see it easily and will not require any special tools to rewire it. You can also repair conduit with wires or between boxes. The best way to do this is to use a piece of fish tape. Just pull the piece of fish tape from the spool and push it through the conduit. You should make sure that the conductors are attached to the hook of the fish tape. Afterward, you should slowly pull the conductors off the spool and rewire the conduit.